either this video is the embodiment of the stereotype that most Americans just don't get irony, or you do get it and you just have no shame. Are you really surprised to find that some Christians have superstitious beliefs? I mean, surely you have to believe in the supernatural to be a Christian in the first place, with all this talk of virgin births and people coming back from the dead, and not forgetting the invisible megalomaniac sociopath who rules over the whole shop. Superstition is defined by Merriam-Webster as a belief or practice resulting from ignorance, fear of the unknown, trust in magic or chance, or a false conception of causation. And it's further defined as a notion maintained despite evidence to the contrary. Now, if that's the definition, I can think of something in your life that's quite a good fit. Can you explain to me how your boss's statement suggesting that touching a piece of timber to ward off mishap is any more ridiculous than your belief that if you follow the mistranslated, reworked rules of a Bronze Age mythology, you'll somehow be protected from harm and granted eternal life? Why, breaking a mirror for 7 years bad luck is silliness, but saying a magic spell by praying to your God to save you isn't. Really, Anthony, if it looks like a cow, moos like a cow, gives milk like a cow, and when ground up, grilled, and served with onion rings and ketchup tastes like a cow, then I think you're on pretty safe ground to assume it's a cow. And the particular cow that you're trying to sell us is no different from the one that you've just described as worthless. What you quote as evidence to support your belief is nothing of the sort. So, places mentioned in the Bible really exist. So what? London really exists. Victorian chimney sweeps existed. Do you think Mary Poppins really happened? Because I've never been a believer, I can't speak from personal experience. But I do know of many people here on YouTube who abandoned Christianity and other religion when they did as you advised and they looked into it. The evidence, as you put it, just doesn't hold up. As for how it strikes you as funny at how easily people put aside superstitious beliefs when it becomes inconvenient for them, how come it doesn't strike you as equally funny how easily Christians put aside their prophets' teachings when it's convenient for them? Look around you at your fellow Christians with their trappings of wealth, their judgmental attitudes, their inability or unwillingness to forgive, their passion for the death penalty and lust for war and the right to own lethal weapons. Doesn't that strike you as funny? I mean, actually, I hope it doesn't, because I don't find it the least bit amusing. I find it scary that people can be so disgustingly hypocritical and at the same time so deluded and divorced from reason that they can't see it. In a nutshell, all that you're doing in this video is urging people to put aside one set of silly superstitions, only to swap it for another set that's equally as daft. Well, I have a different proposal for you. How about we just abandon superstition altogether and get on with enjoying our lives?